Are you ready? Call your mama, call your papa, call your friends. The festivities are about to begin. Boom!
Yeah. Hang in there. Hold on. I'm on it. I'm on it. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. I'm going to do my old school intro, like the way I used to do it before. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from Florida to the YouTube universe. This is Jose J.G. Gonzalez. Happy, thrilled, and excited to be here with you in this episode of the Globe Cult. The Globe Cult is what we got today. Thank you very much, everybody, for checking in. If you haven't done so, the 26 people watching, hit that like is kind of the first thing that you should do. When you coming into the show, you say, I don't know if I'm going to like it, but if I leave early, I might forget to hit the thumbs up. So just hit the thumbs up now. If you really don't like what is going on later within a few minutes, then you can switch it down. But please don't leave without hitting that like button. Share the show. There is a share little arrow thing. You can copy the link, or you can copy the link if you're in a PC or laptop, right? You copy the link on the web page on the YouTube show and paste it around in other Discord servers where you don't see the link. I shared the link in a few Discord servers. Hopefully, we get people to come in and hang out with us over here in the Daily Boom Discord server. Support the channel with your support. Help out this live stream to stay alive and the Daily Boom to continue. This is a place in Discord that I provide you to come in and hang out and talk to each other about topics that we are interested in, not necessarily for education at all, just for entertainment. It's funny, it's hilarious. We will have a laugh, we'll be entertained, and maybe, just maybe, we will learn along the way as we do it. Thank you very much, everybody in YouTube land, for your support the previous days. Kuso the other day didn't hear a super chat that he sent me. I read the super chat because I remember that word at the end. But I want to repeat Kuso's super chat from yesterday's show. It was a $4.99, and he say half of the fuel on the early rockets was needed to lift the considerable mass of the astronauts' testicles. That's a big boom under those seats. Shout out to Kuso PR1. Thank you for the $5, Kuso. Appreciate that. And a shout out to Devil's Advocate in the chat box. My mom baked cakes is here. Also Zebulon 181. Zeb Tepi. Kuso. Mr. Malort is here. Also Martin. And Farmer's Boy showed up. Charlie Welsh. Justin Franks. John Hansen in the house. I see Kevin Conrad and I see Sly Sparkane. John Mongoose is first, so he say. Ben Delight in the house. Marcus Dresden say flatters sucks. Oh, suck, no plural. Tusk is here. Thank you very much, everybody. And in the Daily Boom Discord server, which you can find the link in the description box, we have Farmer's Boy and Nestle Wipes. What's up?
A big hello to you and my fan club, who I know is delighted that I'm here.
Very good. Thank you, farmers. Snesley, what's up, man? Want to check the mic?
Hey Jose, how's things?
Hey, all is good. I don't feel I still not beaten too much because the sun hasn't come out fully. It's very cloudy today. It might rain, but I don't feel the heat. It feels like in the 80s today, not in the hundreds. So I'm good, man.
Cool.
Big shout out to everybody, man. YouTube land. There's gonna be a SpaceX event that will take place. They will begin streaming in like 15 or 16 minutes. I got the tab open. Somebody typed it earlier. It was either my mom based cake, so there was tab okay that shared a link earlier. So there's actually a spacewalk, Russian spacewalk. That's the link they share, but they mentioned about an event from SpaceX. So I YouTube that, and there is a Starlink mission that will begin in like 60 minutes. I got that open here, so we will live stream that. I mean, we will share that. We will share that when it's time. They're gonna launch a shitload of little satellites or some shit like that for the Starlink.
Yes, they're. I think they're launching out of Vandenberg this time. They're on the other side of the country. So
Nice.
I presumably this is like they usually do that when they do a polar orbit, I think. Which means the first stage might land back down on the ground again. If it's a polar one, I'm not sure if it is or not. I'm just looking at the Russian astronauts. Not much.
So the parts that land back down, that you got, you open the flaps, right? The what I call it.
Yeah.
The ones that coming down, open the flaps and then just land down. Those are reusable.
Yes,
they can reuse it again. Now, the ones that don't land back down with the flaps, there's still a rocket launch. There's still there's some stages like throw the little motors to the side and pop a couple things and separate. None of those things land back down for reuse, but they land back down on the Earth, right?
No, they don't. The only part that lands back down when the SpaceX rocket takes off, the first stage, the one that's doing all the work, that comes back down because basically that first stage is providing all the thrust to get the next part up into space. So once it's done its work and burnt all its fuel, it separates, and that's the one that comes back down, lands, and they go over it, refuel it, and use it again. And I think they've reused one. Is it something like a dozen times now? They've gone into double figures anyway.
But in the launches that then they don't land back down, does any part go back to Earth is my question, because there is separation and a couple pieces fall apart from the actual main thing that is either going to go to the ISS or satellite. Anything come back to Earth. I think all those parts are come back to Earth and go where? Or not? Or would they stay floating, orbiting back there?
It depends. I think some missions, they have satellites that are still attached to the second stage, and I think that whole thing stays in orbit. I'm not sure whether that's SpaceX or not. I think the SpaceX second stage, I think it burns up. I think it comes back down in the atmosphere and burns up because they can't do anything with it. It's useless. They can't recycle it. They can't land it. I would hope. I've never really looked into it, but I would hope that they deorbit it and it burns up because there's enough junk floating around up there already.
I know, but because if all of those, if there's 2, 3, 4 launches of those a week by SpaceX, they keep throwing, launching stuff. I mean, it's just so many, and every launch separating 3 or 4 parts. Those are 3 or 4 parts every time that a rocket launch and stay in orbit out there, and like roughly, the same height, because those launches, they got already specifics. So this just too much. I don't know. It sounds like too much parts not to come back down and crash back down on Earth.
I think generally with the second stage, once they've done whatever it is they're doing, if they're sending a resupply mission to the ISS, if they're putting 40 or 50 of these little Starlink satellites up. I think what they do is they what's called a deorbit. They intentionally bring the second stage back down, and it burns up in the atmosphere.
That's what I thought, right? Like it doesn't necessarily have to land back down on Earth or crash in any
What
ocean.
they
It
don't
will
know.
fall
That's
in
the whole point.
pieces, rain.
Yeah, they don't want it to land back down. They don't want it to touch down. They deliberately want it to burn up in the atmosphere, so that in theory nothing gets back down except just ashes to the wind. The whole point is
Okay.
Yeah, the whole point is it's supposed to burn up in the atmosphere. It's a very good way of getting rid of rubbish by sort of throwing something back down into the atmosphere, because the speed it's going, it just burns up.
But still, pieces fall back down because it's not going to disappear. I mean, it's not going to disappear.
Yeah, but it's not pieces that you're going to be able to see. It is tiny little fragments, and like anything else, when you burn something, what you're left with? Ashes.
All right.
But yeah, the first stage they do bring back and use again and again and again, and that's why some of them look so filthy, because they don't clean them. Because what's the point?
All right. Whoa! Big shout out to Matthew Hall. Helped the channel with £5 super chat. Thank you, Matthew Hall. Good day and God bless you and your loved ones, man. Jose, what's up? Matthew Hall, thank you so much, man, for those kind words. God bless you and God bless your loved ones. I appreciate it. Appreciate it very much, Matthew Hall. Now, we need at least 5 people to say thank you, Matthew, in the chat box. So please type thank you, Matthew. I appreciate it. The amount of pounds and dollars will get the amount of thank yous. So if we get 500 people to type thank you, Matthew, will be all right. A penny per thank you. We're gonna have 5 people to say thank you, Matthew.
There you go. And I'll type it and I'll say it. Thank you, Matthew.
Thank you, Matthew. Appreciate it. Boom. Oh man. So such a big motor or side and booster and whatever it is, this big piece that it will just separate and it will just intentionally just burn when it enters the atmosphere, because I know the change and the speed and the fire, it's just gonna burn. It's made for that. But still, I still think that it could be pieces. Even with a human, if a human falls from that height, it's gonna probably almost disintegrate, but a few pieces of bones or shards of meat and stuff will fall down to the ground, man. So I don't know how with this so much material, hard materials, it's gonna just burn and not rain debris.
Well, sometimes bits do make it through. A lot of it depends on the size of the rocket, and obviously, famously, back in the 70s when the American Skylab deorbited and burned up, it didn't all burn up because some very big chunks hit Australia. So what they tried to do is if they're going to burn something up, they try to make it burn up over the middle of the ocean somewhere, out in the middle of nowhere. So if bits of a decent size survive re-entry, then the hope is that they're not going to land on anybody, because that's going to do you no favors at all.
Yeah, that's logic. That when in the area on Earth where it burns is going to be just ocean or open ocean. It's not going to be over land, overpopulated area.
Yeah. I mean that's why certainly in the States when they're launching rockets, if you're launching something into an equatorial orbit, so so you're launching east, that's why you launch off the coast of Florida and you don't launch in California. Because if you launch, obviously where they launch from Canaveral, if something goes wrong, it's coming down in the sea. But if you launch it from the other side, in the same direction, it's coming down over land, and the chances are it's going to hit someone. So it's a little bit of common sense is employed.
Yeah, watch out for shards of crispy human meat falling from the sky. Oh, man. Brian Mabbitt is in the house. I got a question off the gate. Brian Mabbitt. If a piece of a rocket, a part of a rocket, just come back to Earth and intentionally burns in the atmosphere as it enters down or whatever, just think about it. well, we're just not gonna see any parts. It's not gonna be any debris. We're not gonna be affected by it. So let's say a car go up to space, right? And then up there, you release the four doors of the car, four doors, and the hood and the front. They all pop up and they come back to Earth. Those parts burn in the atmosphere as they enter. We're not gonna be affected on the ground because they're gonna just disintegrate practically. Does that make sense?
What are they made of?
Of the same material a car is made that you use down here on Earth. Hard material, metals and stuff.
Titanium?
Materials, just heavy duty materials.
Well, I mean, I can see the plastics melting. Whether it could generate enough heat to melt titanium.
I don't see why not. What's the melting point of titanium?
I don't know, about 2,500 degrees, is it? Something? I don't know.
Let's have a look. 1,668 degrees Celsius.
It's a lot of temperature.
Lots. But it's not a solid like titanium, like cupola type thing. Maybe it had pieces and parts of titanium.
Have you got the link to this launch?
Yeah, it's still haven't gone on. It will begin in 5 minutes. The stream
Post the
begin.
link.
Yes,
The stream will begin in 5 minutes.
SpaceX don't put their link up until about 5-10 minutes before launch. They've got their audio, but
Yeah.
Let's
But
have a look.
this is the one premiere. Yeah, the one that is gonna start.
Yeah.
5 minutes. 8,000 people waiting. No live stream available, so it's just to watch the event.
that's due to the window opens in 20 minutes. So yeah, they generally start their stream about 10 minutes before launch time.
All right, guys, let's bring it on because we can begin the show now. Citizen 9 just arrived in the chat box. Shout out to Citizen 9.
Oh, good. We can start. We're in holding pattern till you got it.
Yeah.
Re-entry temperatures average about 1,500 degrees Celsius. But I'm not sure whether they actually use titanium in SpaceX rockets. Don't know.
Kind of weird to think that it's just air. A change of the, I don't know, it's just air that caused them to burn up. Brian, think about it, man.
Yeah.
Crazy.
SpaceX, it says. I thought you said it was Russian.
No.
There's a Russian spacewalk happening right now.
Yeah, there is a Russian
Okay, let me
spacewalk
look for the link.
being live streamed right now.
Oh, walk.
There's-
Sorry, I thought
Yes.
you said it was a launch.
There's a launch of SpaceX that is gonna begin very shortly. But there's a Russian spacewalk happening now. I haven't shared the link for that.
Oh, sorry, I thought I heard farmers say it was the other side of Russia it had been launched from. I must have heard it wrong.
No, you really weren't listening at all, were you?
Where
Bless.
did you say it was launching from?
The SpaceX
got it.
launch, I believe, is being launched from Vandenberg, which is over on the west coast, isn't it? California. So I'm guessing they generally launch from there when they're doing like polar orbits.
So does that arc over to the west, or does it go to the east?
Well, I don't know. I don't know which. Generally, if you're launching to the east, you launch from Florida because that means the rocket's taking off over the ocean. So I don't know what direction this is launching in, but the first stage will be landing on the drone ship out in the Pacific Ocean.
All right, guys, I'm gonna share my screen. This is the Russian spacewalk. I'm gonna screen share, so click on that, and I'm gonna mute my camera and share it to the audience. Here we go, because we got a few minutes before the SpaceX things begin. Be off for the audience, now.
7 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, if they're launching out of Vandenberg, they're putting something in polar orbit.
Yeah. You don't launch east from Vandenberg, do you?
No, not unless you want to kill everybody in Albuquerque if something goes wrong.
Exactly. Yes.
All right, we got I shared the link for the Russian spacewalk in the Daily Boom.
Oh, so it's the expedition commander Oleg Artemyev, and yes, the Italian astronaut Samantha Cristoforetti.
Just myself and Farmer's Boy is watching the stream. Nobody else is watching on the stream that I'm sharing on Discord, the Russian spacewalk. But the audience is watching on YouTube.
Well, there you go.
But if you want to watch it in real time without 30 seconds lag, don't watch it on YouTube and watch it live on Discord here.
Oh, I might have to go back and watch the start because they reckon one of the first tasks was deploying 10 nanosatellites. Ooh.
Oh, I got. Do I have a few super chat here? I think I do. I got a super chat by Sean Smith for $5. Thank you very much, Sean Smith. I appreciate that, brother. And he says, the globe cult has more gummy bears than its flat Earth opponent. Remember that when you are looking for evidence, to make a choice. So when
Yes.
you're looking for evidence to compare and contrast the globe Earth versus the flat Earth, the globe cult has lots and lots of more gummy bears than the flat Earth. So points for us. You're gonna take that as a variable, Brian Mavitt. The globe cult has more gummy bears than the flat Earth.
It's got more gummy bears.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
all
definitely,
the gummy bears.
that's definitely evidence, isn't it? I'm just trying to work out what we're watching on this Russian. We're just seeing some sort of tethers being jiggled about.
Yeah, well, you're almost seeing what the astronaut's seeing because obviously the camera's on their suit.
Jiggle wiggle. All right, for those we are watching my stream, my screen share.
Oh, we've got no stars.
How about
Really?
that? You watching in real
Yeah.
time now, Brian? Brian, you see this, the blue, right?
Got no
Is
stars.
this a trumpet? This is an astronaut right here with a big trumpet. Is that a trumpet?
Yeah.
He's cleaning the mouthpiece to play.
Wow.
You don't have sound in space.
In space, nobody can hear you fart unless you've got the microphone open.
Right, yeah. But they're talking. They got their microphones inside the thing. Let's put the audio here. No tethers, wires.
Now it is not going to fly away. Perfect. We are done with this one. Now we'll continue rehooking and
So
translating.
what are these working on? The Hubble?
No, they're on the outside of the ISS, you muppet.
The ISS? But these are Russian.
One's Russian and one's Italian,
How about that? Eh?
but they're both in Russian spacesuits. But one of them is Samantha Cristoforetti of the European Space Agency. She's Italian. She's the one with the short dark hair. This is I think her second mission on the ISS. And the Russian guy is the commander.
Some of these guys are out here for long hours and hours. And
oh yeah, I've watched them do spacewalks of 7 or 8 hours.
I got bored. I watched for 1 or 2 minutes trying to find some glitches and off things and whatever, and just check out. I'm just then
Sometimes if I'm working, I can just sort of have it on, on another tab and just flick across to it and see what they're doing for a few minutes. And they do, when they're out there that long, they have rest breaks. They're sort of told, and sometimes when sort of falling into Earth's shadow, so everything's going to be dark. They just say, well, look, just take 10 minutes, and they just hang there and rest, because it is quite tiring.
Brian's going to tell us what they do up here for so many hours. But remember, my tethers don't jiggle, they fall. Shout out to Matthew Hall. We got another £5 super chat. Thank you, Matthew Hall. Appreciate that. In space, the only sound you hear is womp 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 when you fucked up and the vacuum kills you. Womp womp womp. The vacuum just swallowing you. Shout out to Matthew Hall. That's a good one.
Oh dear.
So, do we know what these bits of pipe are? What's?
No, I'm sure if you watch the whole thing and listen to the commentary, you'd probably have a good understanding of what they are. I couldn't tell you. I don't know what they're doing. Well, I know what they're doing, but I don't know what those bits are.
And you say they carry enough oxygen to last 7 or 8 hours?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
they are hooked because these hooks are there just to hold them right over here.
Yes.
None of this is to breathe. None of this is the oxygen feeder.
Oh no. The suits are completely self-contained. The tethers and they're always tethered in two places. Is to stop them floating off because that'd be bad.
I don't see the launch. What is that launch?
Yeah, I've got it open. Waiting for SpaceX. So
yeah, it hasn't begun yet. Okay.
No, not yet. They're still waiting.
I think that tubing is part of a robotic arm that they're fitting.
Olha só.
Oh yes, the primary objective is to install platforms and workstation adapter hardware near the 37-foot long manipulator system mounted to a Nuka, which is presumably one of the modules.
Nuka?
The spacewalkers will also relocate the arm's external control panel, replace a protective window on the arm's camera unit, and extend a Strela telescoping boom from Zarya to Poisk to facilitate future spacewalks. This is all on the Russian section, so all the modules have got weird Russian names. So I've probably just butchered all of them.
Superfly Jimmy Snuka. Brian, go ahead. You wanted to say something?
No, it was my phone went off. Sorry.
Big shout out to Fred also joined, and Blue is here. I hear you. Blue. I mean, I think from my perspective, since we are looking into these topics of the shape of the earth and the debates and all this shit, now we are more self-aware of all these rocket launches. Before, I didn't look at them. I didn't know about them. Now, it's actually flat earthers and the globe deniers, the ones that present all of this stuff, this information about rocket launches. They are more of a fanboys that the globe are. Agree, disagree, Blue, or what do you think about rocket launches?
Yeah, I think that's probably true, Jose. Although I think if anything, I probably spend less time looking at rocket launches nowadays than I used to. Yeah, I spend way too much time watching idiots that don't know what shape the damn Earth is. Gee, there it is in the background. Looks sort of funky blue and round to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's big and it's round. We'll call it the ground.
Oh, I saw a bubble. What they will call the bubble. There you go. You see that?
See a bubble?
Like in the center of the screen.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Seen? Yeah.
Yep.
Well, it was a thing. It's not a bubble.
Yeah. But I'm talking. There you go. Another one.
Oh, of course. The flirts would just go, look, see, bubbles.
I'm looking for the fish.
Going crazy now.
Sometimes it actually is little water bubbles, water drops coming off the sublimators.
Yeah.
Occasionally you'll see that.
That's the dangerous part, right? When you unhook and hook. Now that's why you always get two.
Correct. So that when you move one, you're always tethered with the other one.
Yeah, just in case something goes wrong with this one, that you try either slips out
Exactly.
of your hands, you're not able to open it, you still save held in the other one.
Yeah.
That's fair. That'd be scary, man.
Oh, hello.
I mean, you got that exciting part in sci-fi TV series and movies when you either rips off your suit, the tether just breaks, you just can't reach, and you just gotta just walk, go from one point to another in this spacewalk without being tethered, and that's always a fun part in the shows and shit.
Hello. Have you got SpaceX open?
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
kind of up in.
because I just
I
thought,
muted it.
God, just thought that was me, and I thought, hang on a minute, I've got it muted. Yeah, they're just waking up, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, SpaceX is live. I'm gonna have it. We're gonna have this in the side over here. When we'll keep an eye on it.
Yeah, I've got it open. I'll let you know when something's actually happening. We ain't got there
But
yet.
in this background, we got there's actually something happening with this Russian space road. Yeah, I think it's gonna rain down here. It's been very cloudy all day, dark in the horizon over there. So
Oh, so that's over the let's have a look. Let's look at my ISS tracker and see if it's the same.
SpaceX 32 launches this year. Poor flatties are getting left behind, man.
Yeah.
Looks like it's flying to the west coast of South America right now.
And yep, I've just clicked on the tracker, and yeah, there it is. It's just what are those islands it's flown over?
Yeah.
And this is a live event, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that and that is live because my tracker's showing the ISS in exactly the same position. So it's going to make landfall somewhere near Santiago in Chile.
Nice. Audio from SpaceX. What do you want audio? That's what's going on. Music.
Yeah, it's just music. Yeah, they're just doing a promo thing at the moment.
Nice launch checkpoint countdown.net. Pad is clear.
Yeah, and I'm gonna mute the intro.
Yeah.
We'll talk over here.
Yeah, they're not showing the launch yet, so.
I just want to show the launch. Yeah, I don't want to. I'm not gonna. If you guys in the audience, guys, if you want to watch the whole SpaceX thing and listen to it, you're gonna have to just go to their stream or put them in the side. I'm gonna share. I'm gonna keep an eye just to share the actual launch liveness.
So
cool. I'm not a fan. You guys know I don't know even the word, the separation and boosters. And I don't know none of this. I just see them when they happen live. If I am aware of it, because it's cool to watch. That's all.
Yeah. So these two we're watching at the moment, them and the ISS are 267 miles up, and they're currently doing 4.75 miles per second.
Blue, I think you are with me in the sense of it is cool to see what the space agencies do, and it's nice to kind of follow if you are aware of it. But all the technicality, I don't think I need to know it, and a lot of people do know it. But are you really good with all the technicality related to rocket launches? I don't think it's not to me.
Really, I mean, I know a few rudimentary facts. I just don't bother myself with getting too deep into it. It's interesting to watch.
It is.
It's a bit foggy.
Yeah.
What's that way?
It'll be up in 3 minutes. Nice.
Oh, blimey, you're seriously behind.
Where we at?
Your time. That's about to hit 3 minutes. I'm about to hit 2 minutes 30.
It's
there.
got a
Where
door
is
handle
that?
on it. It's got a doorknob on it.
What are you on about?
Also called booster, is now fully loaded.
Yeah, I am live right now, farmers. There's nothing behind, nothing. Just live. 2 minutes 40.
No, I've got 2 minutes 15. How'd you do that?
Where is the link? What link are you watching?
They're farmers now. That's a doorknob.
The link.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
You might think it looks like a doorknob, but as it's not on the door, I think it's probably safe to say that it isn't a doorknob. I'm trying to see if I'm getting a. We're going to see it again. We're going to see it again. No, I'm watching the SpaceX feed. It's now on 1:37.
Yeah, you're ahead. I don't know why. It's maybe
Wow.
my internet or something. But I already skip forward, and it's just this is the time. 1:50. So that's what we're gonna see. That's what I'm gonna.
No, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
I'll see it take off before you do. I don't know why that's happening.
Yeah, and if I press the 2 times playback speed 2 times or something.
No, I mean
Stage 2
it's
load complete.
Falcon 9 is now fully loaded with 1 million pounds of RP-1 fuel and liquid oxygen. Today marks the
fast.
torch flight for this first stage, also called the booster.
Yeah, let's see because she's up. All right, we do
As I mentioned before,
1
today's mission
minute.
is for Starlink. We'll be sending another. We'll be sending an additional 46 satellites into low Earth orbit.
Susan,
2.
tell me this is not a doorknob.
Oh god, it's not a doorknob anyway because it's not on the door.
Okay, we good.
Oh yeah, you're there now.
It's froze in 46 seconds.
It has froze at 46 seconds.
What's that?
They've stopped it.
What the hell?
She said it's a doorknob.
What?
And attention on that, we have a launch abort.
There you go, launch abort.
Susan, if you say the word, we'll send the boys round and we'll sort him out. We'll sort him out for you.
Yeah.
Free.
Oh well, I guess we ain't getting Starlink launched today.
What? They aborted the launch?
Yeah, they've aborted it.
For the weather?
I wouldn't have thought so. I don't.
I'm gonna put the doorknob then.
Fog doesn't affect them. If it's a thunderstorm, I could understand it, but fog, no.
We've got a doorknob exactly the same as that.
Okay, let me hear Brian and Susan, right? Is the you miss his name?
No, she's cooking the dinner. She's.
Yeah. Susan, do you agree with Brian? Is that a doorknob?
It's not like the doorknob that's on my toilet. My toilet door.
Oh, well, it must be a doorknob.
Yeah. Good times. Oh man. You're talking about the Russian spacewalk, right?
Yeah. It's got a fucking doorknob on it.
And this is what we're up against. Oh, they're over Santiago.
Oh man. They aborted the
Yeah. Well, the computers did. You know, I think about a minute before launch, the internal computers take over. So the computers weren't happy about something.
Right. Do you think it's going to launch anytime today?
How long does it take them to get this thing installed?
Do you have any comprehension of? Oh, hang on.
What?
They've just reset the clock to 15 minutes, but it hasn't started counting down yet.
The tension, man. That's what it's all about.
Well, farmers, keep up. Let's stay updated. I'm gonna leave this Russian thing.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye. I've got it on another tab. I'll keep an eye on it.
Keep me updated. Yeah, when it's like 2 minutes in, if you don't remember, somebody in the chat box just holler 2 minutes in and share the link because I closed the link. So
Well,
the only
they
link I
haven't-
got open is this.
Hang on. Let me have a listen.
Launch will be tomorrow since the instantaneous launch window.
Yeah.
Says Kevin. Yeah. All right. Well,
Yes, they've got it was now or never, but they got at the same time tomorrow. So there you go. They'll have another crack at it tomorrow.
Okay.
There you go.
Expect
Farmers, what
disappointment. So
what kind of internet do you have over there? Because mine is also behind about 30 seconds.
I haven't got anything fancy. I mean, I'm on a. I haven't even got full fibre up to the house. I think I'm on a download of about 60, 65.
Wow.
Nothing special, but for some bizarre reason, I'm getting a better feed from SpaceX in the States than you guys are. What the hell that works?
Hey, we say doorknob. We didn't say butt plug. Come on, Fred. Stop sharing that shit in the YouTube.
Fred, are you misbehaving again?
You've been naughty, Fred. He said we're talking about doorknobs, not about butt plugs.
This is why we don't let you out to play, because you're naughty.
We were talking about doorknobs, and look what Fred decides to share over here. What the hell, man?
That's the sort of crap I had to pick when I was working in bloody Amazon. a 3-pack of Foxtail butt plugs. My thought was always, why do you need 3? How many can you wear at once? You know.
Fun.
Oh dear.
I like turtles.
It's turtles all the way down.
Yes. Tortugas hasta abajo. All the way down.
Oh, they're starting to fit it.
Starting to fit something. I mean, they're gonna be out there for hours yet.
We've lost picture. You watch. I bet they've got it fitted by the time we get back. Oh no, we've got another one.
What do you mean we've lost picture?
I lost picture then. It went back to mission control, and now it's just gone to a distant camera view.
Where are you watching it?
The link.
On YouTube. That link that.
Yeah, but what space videos?
I'm sharing the link, man.
No,
Just
on full
share.
screen. Hold on, let me have a look.
Yeah, click on my screen share in real time.
Yeah, space video.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm watching. No, there's.
Now it went. Yeah, now.
Oh.
Now it went to. Now there you go. Now we got a wider view. Yeah.
No, you see, I'm behind you. I've just got that now. So I'm behind you watching this, but I was ahead of you watching SpaceX. How the hell does that work?
Yeah, because I thought when Brian saying YouTube, I thought he was watching my stream on YouTube, but he's watching the original video on YouTube on it. Separate tab. I understand, Yeah, there's a few seconds.
The camera's just moved. Who's moved that camera?
There's a few. I haven't get that. Yeah, there's a few seconds, give or take. Like right now, I got 2, 54, 11, 12, 13. You're probably a few seconds ahead of me. I'm 17, 18.
Oh, 254, 5, 6, 7.
Where are you getting that from?
In the bottom right. Oh no, wait. Oh, I'm behind.
It's got the elapsed spacewalk time. They've been out there for nearly 3 hours.
It was there, but now it's not. We got these 2 guys right here. One facing down with the arms stretched, and the other one, I think, with the feet up.
There's no up and down in space.
It's true.
Yeah, but relative to each other.
Yeah.
From the third person point of view, from what I'm looking at, I see one facing down, one facing up. From the way I'm seeing him. It's all relative, Brian. Relative to the observer, or or the person that is in it, doing it, or observing it. Will SpaceX go to jail now since the abortions are now illegal? Like they aborted. They aborted.
It was an abort, not an abortion.
Oh, okay.
Across the state line.
Okay.
Oh, that was the problem. It didn't get across the state line, did it? Didn't take off.
Tusk internet are shit. The download speeds are only 900 megabits per second.
Oh, I wish. 900. Bloody hell.
Yeah. I hit like a 300 something yesterday. Not bad.
I'm just doing the test now, and I've just hit 63.87 megabits per second. Because, like I said, it's not fibre up to the house. It's only fibre up to the box down the road.
Which speed that is good? Either anyway.
Test my speed.
Oh, this one. Okla.
Any of them. It doesn't really make a lot of difference.
Speed test. There you go. See, yeah, today, I don't know, daytime, a lot of people using kind of the same network, but
It's still better.
That bad.
That's a better connection than mine.
Yeah. The up is always low, around 10.
Yeah, I've got
sometimes
17.
a little less, sometimes a little more. We'll try one more time with this.
Oh, they're now over Brazil. It's knocking on some.
Thank you, dear.
Yeah, that ain't too bad. I'm happy with it.
Good.
Yeah, but last night before I went to sleep, it was like 300 and 320, 330, around there. Download. And I'm like 14 up.
I could get a better connection, but it cost a fair bit, so I can't be bothered.
Yep. This is the Brian Mabbott doorknob. Mabbett's doorknob is up on screen right now, screen sharing.
Oh dear.
Doorknob, it's there. Doorknob.
Oh well, it looks like a doorknob, therefore it's a doorknob.
Yeah, but it could be a special doorknob. It could be a doorknob.
Could be a foxy doorknob.
Oh, stop it.
Okay.
Where was that in the video? I think I missed it when they were just. I want to see the doorknob. I went back in the stream. Just.
That's one of their docking systems. The astronauts pull their pants down and back into it.
Ah, right, yeah.
Where is it? Somewhere around here or what?
I can't remember where it was. It wasn't too long ago, was it?
It's on the piece of that pipe. On the 90-degree bend.
That's I suspect the ball of a ball and socket joint.
I believe that's a grappling fixture that fits into the end of the RMS.
Yeah, could well be. But I know what it isn't. It's not a doorknob.
Brian, you have to mute, man. I
Sorry,
hear you clickety clacketing eating. Man.
Yeah,
He's eating his dinner.
Oh.
Yeah, mute for a bit and then come back. Appreciate it. Shout out to Blue Marble in Discord. Dr. Bob is here. Farmer's Boy, Fred, J-Mac, and Nestle Wipes. And everybody on YouTube land, if you're watching, you haven't hit a like, please do so now. Support, check on the links on the description, and join Discord. When the video
the
is
sounds
up
of
and rendered,
Florida.
yeah, don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section. It's always good to read. I think I got one comment in yesterday's video. You heard that siren a little bit?
Yep.
Microphone picking up some.
Yep. Yeah, like I said, the sounds of Florida. The wail of the police siren in the background.
You haven't heard that much in this past week or so because of this
No.
microphone box.
No, you're right. So they must be sort of just over there, closer and louder.
Yeah, I mean, normally every day we had 2 or 3 times, and I still the same traffic, but the microphone is better to block the sound.
Yeah.
Hey, Jose.
Hey, Bob.
I'm just curious. I just joined. what is it exactly that Brian's trying to do with this? What little detail did he find in this video clip that somehow overcomes the radio evidence and the visual evidence of the ISS in orbit?
Right now, this is a live feed of a spacewalk that is happening in the ISS Russian live spacewalk. And he saw what he called it a doorknob, and he took a screenshot right here.
Well, how very special.
Yes.
How about that? I love it. Now he cannot get his mind out of the doorknob. No, never mind what's going on the screen right now. The actual spacewalk. The doorknob, bro. Shout out to Mr. Victory Radio.
Is it boop time?
Stark Uter. Yeah, 944 downloads.
Blimey.
945 up. 945 up. What?
I think I could get a service like that, but I don't think it's worth the money. I don't need it.
How do I read? There's a new person in the chat box. How do I read his name? Smvem Jason. Jason. Smven Jason.
Yeah, but yeah.
Jason. Ven Jason. Smvin Jason. SM.
Yeah.
There you go. Shout out.
Just SM, not S&M.
Yeah, SM. Bob, disappointing. SpaceX canceled a launch for a Starlink mission due to something computer malfunctioning. Computer say something is off. We was gonna call it when it was like a T minus what, about 40 seconds, 16 seconds, right? I don't know. It was
45. I think it stopped at 45, if I remember rightly.
Yeah.
Well, no big deal. They've done a billion other launches, so I mean, erring on the side of caution is not going to detract from that.
Well, they're just going to recycle and try again tomorrow at the same time. So, right, Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. That's what that name is.
They keep launching those old beat up used rockets. Damn.
Yeah, computer's gonna tell you that something might be off, man. Getting weakened.
Computer say no.
That box a bit of Willie, aren't they?
All right, let's see. Let's hear for your comments, right? Your comments, guys. We'll begin with Blue. I titled the show today. I don't know why, but it just came to my mind. Reality deniers as a one topic, and scale as another topic. But I think it comes together. Well, a lot of reality deniers, they have an issue with the scale of the planet we live in. What are your thoughts on denying reality and scale?
Well, yeah. You have to be a reality denier to believe any of this foolishness about the Earth being flat and gravity not existing, et cetera, et cetera. No such thing as outer space. Rockets don't work in space. All this stuff is just denial of reality. But, at the same time, you got to ignore. You also have to ignore the scale of things. You have to be able to tell yourself, "Oh yeah, this thing is 25,000 miles in circumference, and I can only see 6 or 8 miles of it. But damn, it still looks flat. It must be flat because it looks flat." That's kind of where I come from.
Yeah, that's fair. That's why I decided to I mean, this the globe cult. I'm just playing with the, just I'm embracing what they call me, the occultist of the globe. But this every time that flat earthers talk, I imagine I get into their mind, and this is what they see. This is what they see the Earth as. You agree?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. You gotta love it, man. Let's ask, what are your? Let Brian Abbott finish his breakfast, and then we'll get in at the end. Bob, what do you think about the reality deniers and the scale? What is the issue with the scale?
Well, basically, they have to disregard anything that disproves their narrative. So they really don't have any choice. If you actually look at facts, it disproves it. So they can't look at facts; they have to deny them.
That sounds
Really,
good.
all there is to it. It's just, it's all part of the. It's part of the mindset. The problem that they have, the cognitive issues they have.
You can shout out to MC Toon Live. I see you, MC Toon, in the chat box. Good to see you here, man. Farmer's Boy, what do you think? Reality deniers and scale. What if they can visualize scale? Will they continue being reality deniers?
They might not. It would be a step in the right direction because it's quite clear they just can't grasp how big the Earth is in comparison to us. Which is why they say, "Oh, why can't we see curvature from left to right?" Really? Did you honestly expect to in the first place? Of course not, because the curvature is so slight because the Earth's so big compared to us. So yes, if they could get their heads around that and understand it, it would be a step in the right direction. I don't think it'd be a magic cure for the delusion they've got, but it would help.
Indeed, I agree. We are Fred the Magnificent. You want to tell me about scale on reality deniers,
Right,
or both?
Reality. If SpaceX has just scrubbed emission, CGI, why would they have scrubbed it? They just punched the button, launch, done deal. It's a cock-up. You don't have cock-ups in CGI.
Well, you shouldn't.
Well, no, unless you put the cock-ups in to confuse people.
Yeah. Now let me ask J-Mac. You've talked to a lot of the flat earthers. Do you think, if I don't know if you're watching my screen share, but I'm sharing the last image posted in by Paying as a Shield. If you can create this, the flat earthers will stop being flat earthers. What do you think about that?
Let me see what you're looking at. I've always thought there are no flat earthers. They're only globe deniers.
Yeah. So they say, do me a demonstration. Show me this and that. I think if you can create these in front of their faces, somehow they will stop being a flat earthers. How do you think about that?
No, that will never happen. You can show them anything and they'll say it's CGI or fake. I don't think it has to do with evidence. It's a mindset that doesn't admit any evidence. It's a conclusion made before there is any evidence, and they don't care about the evidence.
Paying as a shield. Scale, man.
Yeah, it's one of the many things that flat earthers don't understand. I posted that because I think it's a tennis ball. You see the river tennis? I think that's supposed to be the lines on a tennis ball.
Yeah.
But there's no way you can do that because gravity doesn't work that way. You need something really, really massive to give you 1G. And that's what they don't understand. They look and say, why don't we see curvature? And you say, well, how much curvature do you expect to see in a glass of water? And the answer is that if you ignore the meniscus, which is huge, by the way, but if you ignore the meniscus, it's like half a water atom curvature in a glass of water. It's just minuscule.
This covers so much because look, the cars flying, the cars driving sideways, the airplane flying upside down and around.
Yeah.
The trees antipodal from each other. I mean, so much covers this. But what are this? What will be the size?
There's a boat on the blue thing too, if you look really closely.
Okay, let's say this is a Earth size Ball, what size one of these cars will be?
Those cars are huge. That airplane,
like
that
thousands
airplane
of miles big each. Thousands of miles big.
Yeah, that airplane is up at space shuttle altitudes. Those
Yeah.
windmills are like way up in the stratosphere.
Yeah, the
Have you
airplane is
also
only.
noticed the cars are driving on the right side of the road?
I did notice that they're driving on the wrong side of the road. Yeah, I did notice that.
Right side
This
of the road.
airplane. This
Well, they're
airplane
on the
is.
left, which is wrong, right?
This airplane is 7,000 miles
Blah, blah, blah.
long only. 7,000 miles long only. From tail to nose. Yeah, we can see that.
I didn't notice that until you posted. Yeah, there's someone who's English must have made this because they put the cars on the left side of the road.
That's cool.
Not necessarily. Could have been Australian.
What do you think? What do you think, Nestle Wipes? Your thoughts on scale and reality deniers?
God, they don't do science for a start, and they all seem to think the human eye is some kind of scientific instrument. You know, if they can't see it, it doesn't exist. Or I don't know. You're trying to get me into the mindset of a flat earther, and I really don't want to go there right now. To be perfectly honest, it just doesn't make it.
You know, that's a really great point. And when you post an optical illusion, they say, well, if your eyes are so good, you know, about this optical illusion, you know, the line's straight, or you know, the curve or circles, and they say, well, no. I mean, the eye is easily fooled. That's why we make instruments.
All right, and let me ask the Stingray. What do you think? What do you think about this GIF? It's nice, right? I don't know if you're watching my screen. The little tennis ball look-alike, planes and cars. Reality deniers and scale.
First of all, I don't like the fact that there's the cars on that road seem to be just shades of grey. I'd like to see like a blue or a red, or you know, a bit of variation on those cars. But no, scale and reality denying. The thing is about reality denying, I don't think they actually take the globe reality to actually deny it. Because if you look at every single argument, it either comes from a misunderstanding that results in a straw man argument. So it's not like they're denying our reality. It's like they're arguing against a reality that they invented, which doesn't fit in our model. And that's the only way that they actually, you know, that a flat earther can have airtime, is to argue against something that actually doesn't exist.
You fucking nailed it right on. They want to argue physics and behaviors of things in nature and everything within an idea that they got in their mind out of scale, you know, not with the correct scale and the correct behavior of things. They think about that something should work certain way, not that's reality, but they think the behavior should be X, and they want us to explain X when the actual behavior of these things and the size is not X, actually, is something else.
Yeah, I mean, a perfect example is we should feel motion. Well, no, that's a reality that you just invented. You assigned a property to it, and then you assigned a threshold of human perception, and then you decided with all of those incorrect assumptions that now you should feel motion. That's a reality that they didn't deny actual reality. They created a whole new reality to argue against.
I think, I mean, they want to watch, they want to see, and there's a lot of pictures, videos, clips, I mean, with a lot of computer generated stuff, not to scale, because it's one of the only way to represent certain behaviors from, you know, the scale of this universe and from different planets to stars and the solar system. So they have to do a lot of illustration, not to scale. We have to, I mean, the normal people, so we can visualize it for others to understand. And they want to take that as that's the reality and the correct sizes and
CGI. I mean, obviously, I've been in CGI for about 18 years before switching career to something else. But if I say something's CGI, that means I can qualify and quantify why I believe that. And not any part of it starts with a premise that says this can't be true because I believe something. So if I say something is CGI, it's because I've noticed something, or it's because I can tell telltale signs of CGI. Whereas when a flat earther says it's CGI, it has to be because the Earth is flat, and that's just a dishonest way to look at things. And I think they do it across the board. But yeah, that ball there, that's CGI.
Good time. I like it, man. I like it. Can I create this in real time? Anybody create something like this in real time?
Yeah, easy.
I mean, but recreated like with physicality, physical. Physically create something.
No.
A lot of magic. If you put a lot of magic and I mean not magic, but a lot of illusions, most concentrate because this I can build a little track with magnetic cars and stuff. Somehow, I mean, for the water to look like that, it's a lot of magnets and stuff. Just a physical model, but then these have to be in certain material, some kind of a magnetism in the bottom, in the base, to make this type of float. Because I've seen devices, little balls that float like this. The plane is going to be the harder one, right, to replicate, I think.
Yeah, the plane's pretty difficult, but I'd say to make something look, plausible in that, you'd be looking at hundreds of thousands of pounds you'd have to spend on it.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Fucking expensive. I would be unable to do. But they think that you can, somehow replicate and in a small scale object like this, they think you can grab a bunch of gravity somehow and just implant it inside this thing so you can have these effects and the orbital movements and all that kind of shit. It's just so fucking silly. But they don't understand about the gravity and the scale and that we are in the planet, and how do they want to do something with gravity when everything's affected with it.
I'm watching this thing and noticing that the airplane is flying basically a true course as the tennis ball spins under it. I mean, the the rotation rate on this thing is one rotation every 30 seconds or something. It's ridiculous. If the Earth was rotating this fast, the sun would be like blinking in the sky. Blink, blink, blink.
Yeah. Well, the aircraft, it seems to be in orbit. It's in an inertially stable orbit.
Yeah, it's in an inertially stable orbit. That's true. That's a good point because it's high enough. It would be.
The Earth is rotating beneath it, like it does.
Yeah, you're right. It's high enough. It would be.
You notice the cars going west are just keeping up with the rotation, but the ones
I saw that. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Are twice the speed of rotation. We have had spacecraft orbit very small asteroids, so it would be possible.
No, these people, the pilot and the people in the plane, are immortals, and they don't, because this plane will never land. There's no there's no runway for the plane to land. So this plane, once it took off, I don't know how, maybe it was created out there, is boop, and it just appeared with a pilot and people in it, and it's there forever and ever and ever.
Oh, there's even windmills.
Hell yeah, man. It's good. No, I like this one too. We got the rocket orbiting, but we got these balloons. They go like straight up, right side up, up. And I'm sitting over here because if I slide to the side, I will. If I try to sit, I would slide out of the globe, In this one, it's also a tiny Earth, the way that flat earthers imagine it to be. They want to see buildings from space, like this, like the height of the buildings. You know that there are some pictures that with good cameras in certain parts of the world that you can see you can see like neighborhoods. You can see the infrastructures of things. You can even see big buildings somehow, like at least the outlines and stuff. You can see a bunch of things, but you're never going to see like the height of the building from the ISS. Yeah, I didn't know. There's no many of airplanes, but there's a few pictures that have been shared of airplanes that have actually been photographed from the ISS window with good zooming cameras. You can see, you can see the shape of the plane. The Coriolis O-meter in that plane must be going off the charts, man.
Yeah.
Good. If you watch this GIF for 1 hour every day, you will dream with it. You will dream about it. You live in this world. Anybody seen Thor? Thor, the new one, like one of the latest sequence at the end.
No, not yet.
That I mentioned, they're like in a small planet, a small planet, and they can see them running around. Really cool, man. I saw it once, but it just captured my mind. That's a cool looking effect. It looks silly. It looked like, I don't know, like a video game or something, but it just looked nice.
Oh, they're going to be working in the dark soon. Few more minutes.
Floor is yours, guys.
If you flick back over to the spacewalk, they should be in darkness now, I think. Oh, no. Christ. Or it'd be getting that way. Come on, catch up.
Mine's in mission control, farmers. I have to update.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there.
Oh, yes. Yes, it's. I think they're in twilight at the moment, so give it a few more minutes, and it should go dark.
Minutes?
Yeah.
Why am I so far behind?
No, you're not. You're ahead. You're ahead of me.
Oh.
But they are passing over Russia, somewhere north of Volgograd, heading towards Kazakhstan, and they should be falling right into Earth's shadow in a few minutes, I think.
Have you guys seen all the videos that disprove the ISS because of correlating it with cloud formations on the ground in real time that don't actually exist? Therefore, it has to be CGI. Have you seen them?
No.
Oh, I wonder why.
I've heard. Yeah, no, I've heard that argument. I have heard them mention that, but I haven't seen any video.
Where's Wally did that several times, didn't he, with footage from the ISS, and then matched it perfectly with aerial photos of cloud formations and things.
Was it the coast of Africa?
Namibia.
Yeah, that place.
That was good old Leo. Oh, I did have a quick look at Leo's latest video, and it's all to do with the moon landings, and he's basically going, look at that lunar module. You can't expect me to believe that made it all the way to the moon and back, and blah blah blah. It's just the same old bullshit that they were saying years ago. Oh, look, that looks so flimsy. It's just made of paper. Yeah, whatever, mate. Just utter bollocks. But then that's all Leo's got,
If the Earth were flat and the ISS is a hoax, it would be so. I mean, or space launches were a hoax. You'd be able to just gather all the information and correlate it to with real time events and things. But I mean, even the recent fires that we've had because of the heat wave in Europe, you could see on the ISS footage,
yes,
and then you could see the fucking reports of it on the TV at the same time. It's like, yeah, it would be so easy to show that it's fake if it was fake.
Could coordinate the fires.
Yeah.
I'll be quiet. I'll just sit in the corner.
No.
Sorry.
Bloody hell, who was that?
That was me, sorry.
It could have been me, that.
Oh, hello, Lael's woken up.
All right, we got a super chat by Leo. Leo is here. Thank you, Leo. $5. He said, Farmer's Boy said Russian. Therefore, welcome to Flat Earth. Boom.
No, that's obscure even for Leo. Look, see, it's getting darker now. They're gonna be in full darkness soon. And of course, that's the problem with spacewalks because it happens, every time they go round, which is 90 minutes.
So what will they do? Will they just sort of hang around for half an hour?
No, they carry on working. They got lights on the spacesuits. But they do if they're out there if they're out on one of these bloody long spacewalks. That's the sort of time when they sort of say, "Okay, you've now got a 10-minute break," and they just hang there and rest. Because it's quite hard work. It is very hard on the hands because basically you're not really using your legs. It's all sort of hands and arms. I think the hands tend to suffer in these gloves quite a lot.
Thank you, Bogoff. Bogoff shared a link of Scott Manley, but I'm not going to play it. It's from a big channel. If you guys want the link in the Discord server, Daily Boom.
Oh, yeah.
Satellites use this weird trick to see more than they should. And he explained, he talks also about the clouds that we see from the ground, the height that the guy says, he gives a lot of information, so it's good stuff. I'm just not going to play it, sorry. Taking a chance. I ate a bag of sun chips. It's called sun chips, and it was like the base was a jalapeno, salsa and jalapeno, something like that. And it just, dude, it fucked me up in the throat. Like 5 minutes before the show, I was coughing like there was no tomorrow, and I've been all right. But I think I got a little piece of chip like stuck in my throat and my trachea or something. It's just fucking me up, man. Oh well, it's all good. Do you hear that background noise here?
No.
The neighbor cutting with the electric saw. If I had the other headphones, it would be so noisy.
Oh yeah.
Annoying. It's good. I cannot find the scene of the Thor movie. It's new. I know it's in the theaters, but still annoys me. Oh well. Well, it's in the movie trailer. They show like a planet, and then they do it like with a hammer, like boom, bang it. They did. And it
Oh right,
just
no, I haven't
away.
even watched. I haven't even watched the trailer for it, to be honest. I did get around to watching that Jurassic World thing.
I haven't watched it, man. I don't know. But I watched.
It's all right. It's nothing brilliant.
Hey, look what I found, a doorknob. Oh wait, that's not it.
Oh, that's not a doorknob.
Looks like one.
Yep.
Like, what is that doorknob?
It looks like a trailer hitch.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
With a 22mm 8.8 ISO metric thread, I think.
But look,
Yeah.
Brian doorknob also look like that. So it doesn't look only like a doorknob. It can look like this also.
Well, there you go. Conspiracy confirmed. Or something.
Foxy Brian.
Brian, defend yourself, man. It could also be a hinge thingy to hook trailers and trucks in. Look at that. doorknob looking thing.
Are they going to be hitching a trailer to the ISS? Do you think?
But they'll have to watch it at speed then, because otherwise that might get a bit of a wobble on. And that'd be nasty. Come on, show us. Oh, the live feed's not going to show us much now because it looks like they're working in darkness.
Boo.
I don't understand how.
Doorknob over here. Go ahead.
Sorry, Jose. I don't understand how a flat earther can watch something like this spacewalk and just think it's fake. Like,
Well, why not? They do that with everything else.
it just baffles. It just baffles me. Like, it really does.
Mate, you're leaning against an open door here. Yeah, I mean, just why would you want to be a flat earther in the first place? What's the point? Is it so that you think that you're special in some way, that you were put here for some holy purpose or whatever, rather than just being some anonymous carbon-based life form on some anonymous planet in an anonymous galaxy in amongst the vastness of the universe? Or something.
Good times. Maybe this is to hook up with the Chinese station.
Come on, lads, we'll give you a tow.
Oh, it's back.
Yeah, look, they're now working under suit lights because it's now dark because they're in the shadow of the Earth.
Soup lives matter.
What you mean outside
wait,
the spotlight of the sun?
Outside, well, yeah. See, the problem is there's now this little thing in between them and the sun. It's called the Earth.
Oh, I thought it was the Earth. The sun is like a spotlight, and you move outside it. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's right, because it's got a shade and everything, so that its sunlight doesn't spread too far as it goes round in circles over the flat and stationary Earth. Oh, they're over in the middle of China. God, I forgot how big China
A new
was.
video. There's a new video over here that I watched earlier this morning. I left a comment. I don't even know if somebody have answered me. But a new upload by this guy name. I'm looking for it as I drag my fucking.
Are they stars in the background or just multicolored lights?
I'd be surprised if you can see stars on these cameras.
No, I can see blue and red dots.
This asshole, very fanboy of Eric Dubay, Japan.
Oh, no, they're all over.
Japan.
That's not a flat Earth banjo, is it?
Yes, flatter banjo.
In that weird voice that he's got.
Oh yeah, and he got a lot of mouth noises.
Yes.
Oh, it's fucking annoying. Where in the fuck is that video clip? I thought I seen it before the show.
Yeah, because I think he's been putting out quite a few lately, and of course he's just been getting everything horribly wrong, as only a flat earther can.
Yeah. Oh, I don't.
Quite a few of the debunkers have sort of done stuff on them in the last week or two.
Yeah, he put something about pilot. You know, he keep talking about pilots and stuff, which he's totally wrong in everything he say anyway.
I swear, half these people, they said, "Oh, I've spoken to a pilot," and he says the Earth is flat. And you think, is he really a pilot, or is he somebody that just happens to possibly maybe work in the aviation industry? You know, keeping the runway clean.
Or is he a pilot?
Hold on, guys. I'm sharing the screen, and this is the end right here. I said, like, what else now? And then he starts showing like clips with Eric Dubay, which I know is garbage, 100%. I just wanted to see what does he have to say here. When I cut the accent, is sounds like Argentinian, Argentinian, and I know a lot of people from over there, Brazil and Argentina. No, I don't know what's going on over there, but there's a lot of brainwashed people over there that they just believe a lot of these things. This guy looks legit like a pilot. I don't know what his name is. I don't know anything, but I just give him the benefit of the doubt of he might be a pilot. This guy.
What do pilots look like?
I don't know exactly. So
I'll
I give it the
explain
benefit of the
that.
doubt.
They all look like Chuck
And,
Yeager.
and he was
Yeah.
talking in between what he was talking. Now there's a lot of memes. Then they start throwing memes in between.
Oh, right. Okay.
When this other guy say something, so over here you got a basketball team or something like that, and it's the flat Earth team, and blah
Jose,
blah blah. He said like, "Wait, go ahead."
Jose, are there a lot of Spanish-speaking flat earthers?
Not that I know of.
I just say because
In South America there are, but I'm not associated with any of them.
well, Brazilians speak Portuguese, which is I guess close enough. But
In Brazil they speak Portuguese, but South America, Argentina, Chile, all the other places besides Brazil, everybody speaks Spanish down there. So.
Okay, I just was wondering because my Spanish is nowhere near good enough to listen to flat earthers in Spanish.
Oh, and I listened to this in Spanish. I didn't read the
Doradito también bajó pues con el uniforme y los galones dorados y significa pues
and I understand 100% what he's saying.
el desempeño laboral que hago en el día a día. Forma parte de tu uniformidad.
So this guy is just a lot of memes and there's a lot of cuts. There's a lot of cuts in this video and he's talking a lot of memes like I don't know, like a charlatan, one of those pilots, just a charlatan, try to get 15 minutes of fame, airtime, type of that bullshit.
Well, I suppose if you flew Cessnas, let's say, and you flew, say, only 25 miles away from your local field, that you could perceive the Earth as being flat and say you're a pilot and you believe in the flat Earth. Because airplanes will fly no matter what the shape of the Earth is. It's when you start to get into the navigation that's when it really kicks in that the Earth is not flat.
Yeah, like it was that idiot who said, he'd got an ex F-16 pilot who said the Earth was flat.
Yeah, I
bollocks.
don't believe that. Maybe
bollocks.
Maybe an A-10 pilot.
Think about this. Think about this. There's a point on this video that this guy mentioned Neil deGrasse Tyson. You imagine how much of a charlatan he is.
Oh, and appeal to
when
Neil.
He actually said, well, Neil deGrasse Tyson said that we cannot see the curvature since, the memes that they say. This guy is, look, the meme that he was sharing right here, the Phyllis Baumgartner. I mean, he is a meme earther, charlatan.
I love appeal to Neil. So you're like, well, okay, let's go ask Neil what the shape of the Earth is then.
Oh yeah, then they don't appeal to Neil.
So to be honest, the translation is pretty accurate. I give it a 90%. Yeah, I give it an A- on translation. So it's good. If you guys want to see it and read the translation, it's decent enough.
Oh, he hasn't flown at 47,000 feet and think the Earth is flat.
No.
Look,
I've been up that high. I've been up to 50,000 feet, and you can just begin. But then, on the sides, you can just begin to see the curvature of the Earth. No, the SR guys that are up, and you two guys that are up higher than that, they can definitely see it. And the space shuttle guy, the ISS guys, they can definitely see it.
And still, I haven't looked this guy up, but if there's a name shared over here by this guy, I didn't even Google him. He's a real pilot. It should be something about him somewhere. But it is what it is. Just wanted to bring that to you.
Well,
if anybody want to watch it, he's just a charlatan.
There's not a flat earther, at least the ones I've met, that knows squat about aviation. I mean, this whole push the nose over thing is just hilarious.
Yeah, that tends to give it away somewhat, doesn't it? Ah, yes, you don't actually know how planes fly.
And then the other one is you can't land on a runway that's north-south and eastward. So, like there's a let's see if I can find this meme. There's a meme out there that I like. It's got it's the Flat Earth Adventure Ride. They spin you out today, and only flat earthers think that this is a real.
Oh yeah, yes, I've seen that one. Yeah.
Can't post it.
Farmers.
Here it is.
What?
You don't understand.
Don't understand what?
You don't understand. That's it. That's
okay.
The argument.
Yeah. Well, you might indeed be right. Although I'm not sure what it is that I don't understand. Maybe that's it.
That I disagree with.
Okay. Right. Fine. I don't understand.
Anything that I disagree with, you just don't understand.
Okay.
Yeah, I win.
And what do you win? A fortnight's holiday inside your own head.
Yeah, I like this.
That's the one.
Being one revolution every 24 hours to see how exhilarating it is.
All right,
hang on tight, guys. Whoa.
Yeah. That'll really be exciting.
Well, it'd be good if you want to catch up on your sleep and read a book and whatever.
There's another
I
one
will feel if you're spinning at 1,000 miles per hour. Well, I'll give you the same movement and rotation of the Earth. Here, strap on. Yeah.
Well, if these are moving at 1,700, 17,000 miles an hour,
17,000.
not a lot going on, is there?
What do you mean?
Gripping on a bit harder.
Has that thing got a tiger striped cover on it?
Tiger uppercut.
Going back to plugs here.
Oh, I can't see it now. It looked like I don't know whether there's a tether or an umbilical or something. It looked like it got a fluffy tiger stripe covering on it. What the bloody hell was that?
It was something on his forearm or her forearm.
Yeah, I couldn't quite see. I just caught a glimpse of it and thought, what the fuck was that? I mean, I know they've all got, senses of humour like everybody else, but it's like, hey, what was that? Hence one of them getting his brother to send a gorilla suit up.
How about this guy? Look how smart this guy is. I'm still screen sharing, so if you see the screen share,
Yep.
you will see this. This guy. Hold on. Uh-oh. Come on, start the video. There you go.
He's gonna get.
Yeah, he got a brick. Brick, like, yeah. Go, hold it, do it, motherfucker.
It's certainly over in this country. It's actually illegal to drive through a puddle like that at high speed.
To spray people like that,
and spray people on. Yes, you can actually get prosecuted for doing that. That is it.
So fucked up.
At the very least, that's driving without due care and attention.
Yeah.
I don't know if holding a brick like that would be considered assault or not.
You get into trouble.
I got something in my hands. Yeah. If you do something to me, I'm gonna do something to you.
Yeah, I know, but that's assault. If you do it, I'm gonna throw this brick at you.
Yeah, but that is funny though. Yeah, come on, Lynn. I dare you.
I laughed at it. I did laugh at it, but in the back of my head, going like, "Hey, is that assault?"
It's premeditated, right? Like it hasn't happened, but the intention is there.
Yeah. Of course, he could just, move back from, and then I understand. I got it.
There is, but yeah, sometimes the puddle's too big and the pavement's not deep enough, and if two people are in the wrong place at the right time,
yeah,
somebody's getting soaked and the other one's happily inside his car. But yeah, that is, they can certainly over here. You can get prosecuted for doing that. That's one of the things you're supposed to look out for.
It may be against the law, but my guess is that you probably wouldn't be prosecuted for it.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't over here, but in theory you could be.
Yeah, because there's more important things the police are doing.
Well,
you got wet?
I don't know.
You got wet when it was raining? Oh, darn.
Yes, the police over here are busy going arresting people for things they've posted on Twitter and bloody TikTok and what have you.
Really? For assault?
Yes. Oh no, there's all sorts of crimes that can come under now, but people have had Plod turn up at the door before because of something they've posted on Twitter or Facebook.
Well, my personal favorite is the people who take videos of themselves trashing the place, and that comes out, and then you got to go to court and Exhibit 1, the video of the defendant doing the crime.
Yes. The video of the defendant filming himself committing the crime.
Doing
well
the
done.
crime.
Yeah. How do you plead? Bugger. Yeah, guilty.
Good.
Oh, shout out to any Australians who are watching, because in a little while the ISS will be passing overhead, and you can give them a wave.
Anybody have recorded a recent pass of ISS? Like among us, like the people we talk to in the discourse around and stuff.
No, it's been kind of cloudy here recently.
It's still not a convenient time for me yet. I'm waiting for it. It's getting earlier and earlier.
Yeah, I think it's been months since we get a recent videos of the ISS.
Well, it's because it's summertime. People, it's either very early in the morning or very late at night. So you tend to get more of these views in the wintertime when dark is a decent time compared to people's
All right.
schedule.
Should we explore a flat Earth group on YouTube and see what they up to? We don't do that often, eh?
Yeah, why not?
I
could in
joined
theory.
this a long time ago. This is a flat Earth group. Okay. Let's begin with this guy.
Walls, Part 2. The story begins with a group of men who fought for the Continental Navy in the Revolutionary War. During the war, the men were telling naval stories when it came to Captain Butler, and Butler talked about lands that he knew possibly existed beyond Antarctica, beyond the ice wall. Upon hearing these stories, the men were captivated, and as a group, they decided to pursue these lands after the war. Shortly after General Cornwallis surrenders in Yorktown, one of the men on the crew, named William Morris, decided to buy one of the naval ships. This is the ship that they'd use on their epic adventure, and wasting no time, they'd set sail in November 1781. They'd shove off in Charleston, North Carolina, and 6 months later, they'd sail around South America, and they'd end up at the William Morris Strait right here. And in late spring, early summer 1782, as the ice caps melted, a current would pull them through the ice wall, and they'd end up in the waters unknown. The water was like nothing the men had ever seen before. They were so deep, they were black. After successfully navigating one of the summer gates, Captain Butler was getting ready to have a word with the men, when one of the sailors quickly descended from the crow's nest, yelling, "They're coming towards us! It's something gigantic!" As the crew redirects their attention towards the horizon, his feet hit the deck with a thud.
What is this? Story time? What is this?
It is story time.
It's story time. Is this the whole thing? Like 11 minutes of story time? What the fuck?
You must not fully understand yet, but what we are is part of the old humanity, before the last reboot. Morris didn't understand how many humanities exist or have existed, he asked. There were many humanities at different times, and many reboots.
Just telling a story.
Of all of these people.
Oh, yeah.
Theme, plot, storyline. Evan and I got people. Hope y'all are doing well today. I hope that you guys are enjoying this story as much as I am. It's absolutely awesome. It gets the mind working. It keeps you on your toes. And what a fascinating theme, plot, story.
It keeps you living in La La Land, in fucking, outside the reality, outside what matters. Yep.
Yeah.
Line.
Dude, this is La La Land. I'm just looking at this, and this is La La Land right here. A place that doesn't exist. This is Narnia, a place that doesn't exist. They wanted it to be so real.
You name it. It's crazy. I kind of left it at the climax on purpose because I want you to come back next time. Now, I have other stories on deck, but I need you guys to let me know. Do you want me to continue this story? And I guess that is obviously depending on how it does on the platforms, whether or not it gets a good amount of views or pushed, or whether it gets held back, whatever. It shouldn't. As I said, it is a fictional tale, but it's fascinating nonetheless. It gets the brain juices flowing at the end of the day. I mean,
Yeah, thank you, man. Appreciate it. At least you didn't make me waste all my time. I mean, it was a waste of time, but I need to listen no further. It was just a tale. Thank you. What the fuck?
And yet, bizarrely, there was a Captain Butler, and there is in the Antarctic there is a place called the Butler Passage. Who were
he's part of Shackleton's crew, right?
No, it's named after Captain Adrian R.L. Butler, Royal Navy, captain of the British Naval Guard ship HMS Protector, who was in the area 57 to 58 and 58 to 59, as in 1958.
1958, not 1858.
Correct.
That's
The name was given by the UK Antarctic Place Names Committee in 1959. There is such a thing.
Of course.
Yes, of course.
What is this, an image? It says...
Why'd Mabbit post a
airplane
carabiner?
flight proof flattered.
Why did Mabbit? Why did you post a carabiner?
Yeah, that's strange. Oh dear.
This one says...
Oh dear.
Found this book at the bookstore on the moon landing. Funny, you can see the ceiling of the stage they recorded on. LOL. Now,
yes.
There you go. What do you think, Stingray? What do you think? You've been asking for some footage. Is this clear enough, or is this just we just gotta believe this person that this is a real page of a book, and the quality is not the best either?
I've seen that photo before.
Looks
The
like some
caption
kind
of that
yeah.
photo says it's training.
Correct. Because they are indeed training. Because if they were on the moon and they're the two astronauts on the moon, who took
Where's
the
the
photo?
caption? Who's the caption?
No, for the original photo.
Oh, the original. The better
Yeah,
one.
they did train. Obviously, they train for all sorts of things, including how they would use the tools whilst they're on the surface of the moon to retrieve samples and such like, and it also made for good publicity.
Yeah, I'm not gonna, none of this. I mean, this is nothing. Not gonna prove anything because this is a photograph of a book, like with no context
Exactly.
at all whatsoever. It's just nothing.
Yeah.
A lot
Looks
of
like
people
the old
be
Life
running with it.
magazine or something. It's a book.
Yeah. How many people be running with that? Look, somebody promoting the convex Earth. All hail Billu!
Billu! Billu!
Where's Glory?
Picture of Mars. NASA Perseverance rover spots noodle-like objects on Mars. Leaves scientists intrigued. Nice. Thank you for promoting that.
They think it's a piece of the lander itself.
Yeah, thank you for promoting
That's
that.
a
Flat
new
Earthers.
shape.
It's all about the globe and space. Eh?
Yeah.
Hey, look, sharing Truman
Oh,
Show.
the Truman Show. Yeah.
Yeah. For what? I don't know. Oh, we got a flatter model. Stingray. There you go. Dimitri is in love with this meme. With this image.
Can I just point out, Jose, that Stingray isn't here?
Oh. Because I thought he could model it.
Where's the turtle? Where are the four elephants?
I'll post it here for Blue. Maybe Blue want to convert to this Earth with a gigantic sun and a gigantic moon above, like right under the dome.
Nah.
The sun inside the dome would be
It's
interesting.
very pretty, though.
Oh, it's very pretty, but yeah, no.
It's got everything there, hasn't it?
I was explaining the 24-hour sun in Antarctica.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
Has explained the Terminator line between daylight and nighttime. It doesn't.
Oh, here we got a dome within a dome.
Yeah, I like this
Double
one. Let
dome.
me see what we got.
Bidome.
Oh,
Well, that's clearly due to magnetic geometry. Sorry.
And the
What
water.
does
This
Gary
is
say?
water.
Is his perspective?
This water right here.
I think, if I remember rightly, Gary's explanation is blah 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 blah.
Blah blah blah. Blah.
Aw. They like these time lapses, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they like this time lapse.
Do you know when the mum bought them crayons? They were a good buy, weren't they?
No, they didn't last very long because they ate them.
Oh, are they?
Well, except for the ones they shoved up their nose.
Hazel crayoning.
The fuck Bible did it.
Only 2-hour skiving stops on Monday.
I would like to know why the U.S. government spends billions of dollars to launch rockets off, only to have them crash back down in the ocean. That doesn't seem cost effective to me at all.
It seems very wasteful, considering how expensive the payloads must be.
Yeah.
I mean, those satellites aren't exactly 20 quid a throw, you know.
Oh, the web that they just launched? That thing.
Yeah.
That thing has been delayed for like 20 years. I knew someone who worked on it at Ball, and it was supposed to launch like 20 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a long time.
Go-
They have had problems along the way, though, haven't they?
Go back to the rock. Jose, can you go back to the rock?
Pardon me.
That is cool.
That is a cool picture. Oh, hold on.
Would that be an erratic boulder?
Yes. Or two.
Yes.
Really cool.
See, I do remember some of my O-level geography,
There's
mostly
some really-
about glaciation.
Yeah, there's some really huge erratics around. There's one like in the middle of a town in Iowa that just kind of left it there. And that's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
I've-
I've never seen this
I've-
particular one.
I've seen photos of ones that are, you know, many hundreds of tons, absolutely massive things, you know, bigger than buildings, and they just sit there looking completely out of place because, of course, that's why they're erratic boulders.
The Plymouth Rock, the ones they're supposed the pilgrims land on, is erratic.
But you know why they're launching all these rockets, you know, in an arc into the ocean, don't you?
No, why?
They're building these artificial reefs, you know what I mean?
It's going to take a lot of rockets.
Okay,
What a
guys,
great-
hold on.
Oh,
we are here. This meme. We are God's flat Earth. This is so the flat earthers. This is the God, the people of God. The creation is the only explanation. We are incredibly valuable. The Bible is 100% true. We live on an unmoving, firm foundation. We were created by God. God loves you, and that is these people that believes in this.
I have no problem with your Bible being 100% accurate. What I have a problem is that their interpretation of what the Bible says is not 100% accurate.
Now let's go to this is God's flat earth, right? The flat earth, this is God's flat earth. I guess this is Satan's globe earth lie. This Satan's globe earth lie. Farmers, tell me, who are the people, who are the Satan globe earth lie? What is it?
I don't know any. Satan's globe. Well, that's. Well, given that I don't believe in any gods, I obviously don't believe in Satan either. So
I think
I'm
a lemon bird.
I'm sorry, I'm not a member of that book club.
All right, the Satan's global lie, the people who lives in the Satan's global lie is the Big Bang and evolution explains life.
No.
You were an accident. We evolved from primordial soup. Did you evolve from primordial soup, farmers?
No.
I think I evolved from primordial sludge.
I don't think any primordial soup was involved in the creation of me. I'm sure Mum would have said something.
I love primordial soup. A little bit of salt and a little bit of.
I like it with croutons. If it's got crunchy croutons in it, I'm your man. Yeah.
What do they mean by an unmoving Earth? I mean, has anybody ever been in an earthquake? That's not exactly what I would call unmoving, you know?
That's the God's flat earth, yeah. Well, God flat earth don't have earthquakes, I guess. Now, we are specks in the universe. I checked. I'm checking, and I am a human on Earth. I'm not a speck in the universe. I'm a dude in Florida, you know? I don't know, man. It's up to you. Some people are more valuable than others.
Yes.
I am anyway.
Foundation for a new world order.
Oh, God.
And you are worthless. Oh, the Satan's global lie. They are worthless.
No, well, some people are more worthless than others, you know, like flat earthers.
You are a flare from the universe.
I mean, come on.
Not thinking.
What has any flat earther ever done for mankind, society, anything like that at all?
They made us laugh. They make me laugh.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, okay, they've got yes, I'll grant you that they've got comedy value. But other than that, yeah, it's like what the Romans ever done for us, and you can rattle off a list. What a flat earthers ever done for us?
I love that.
The good retrainers, telephone sanitary engineers.
Telephone sanitation engineers. Yeah, their ticket is booked on
the retrainers.
Yes, their ticket is booked on the B-Arc as we speak. Yes, off they go.
So
you have to escape the giant star goat or whatever it was.
That was Dimitri Johnson.
We've gone the full gambit of English humor here, from Monty Python to
Hitchhikers.
Yeah, the Hitchhikers, and to the goat. Where was the goat from?
Well, that was, if you remember, when they put they were sending 3 arcs into space because the Earth was doomed, and of course the first one sent out wasn't A or C, it was B, with all the useless middlemen and telephone sanitizer engineers, and they were all given different reasons for what was dooming the Earth.
Right, and then if I remember right, the Earth died because of an outbreak of viruses related to phones or something.
Yes, a virulent disease caught off a dirty telephone.
Thank you guys for letting me wrap that one up before I move on, and you guys just went on and on.
Sorry, we do that.
Well, you went the whole gambit of English humor there in about 10 seconds. It was.
Oh, that's pretty. Oh, pretty rainbows. Oh yeah, James Webb. Look at that gravitational lensing.
Depends base.
I saw a real astrophysicist explain what you're seeing in that picture, and what you're seeing in that picture is even cooler than what you think you're seeing in that picture. It's really quite amazing. Did you realize that is a grain that the picture is basically the section of sky that's a grain of sand held at arm's length?
Yeah,
that's how much sky you're seeing.
Oh, I don't know. What's this? Security clearance?
Well, no. This is look at this titles. This is a Zizi Ali.
I joined the Navy when I was 17 years old.
Zizi Ali reposted this, and she just ate it. She just believes what this guy is saying right here.
Well, of course.
No questions.
My work experience, I joined the Navy when I was 17 years old. I had a secret security clearance. There's different levels of security clearance. There's a lower level, then there's a secret, which is what I had, which is like a mid-level, and then there's a top secret. I did not have a top secret clearance. So
I don't need to hear no more. I don't know who the fuck is talking. I don't just gonna believe just a random average.
So he was 17 on work experience in the US Navy, and he had a secret clearance. And then the next day he shared drinks with James Bond, and they saved the world from some nasty person.
I hate to say it, but a secret clearance isn't shit. I mean, it is like
a 17-year-old on work experience, bollocks. And then he's going to say that special clearance gave him the secrets that the Earth is flat, and they all lived happily ever after.
But
the end.
To say that you have a secret clearance is nothing to brag about. I mean, it is like the first level, the lowest level. I mean, it is, and the stuff that's classified secret really isn't that secret.
They eat it. They eat any stories that they hear that, oh, look at that, this guy is going against the mainstream media. So let me put it here. Whatever.
I mean, surely you have clearance or you don't have clearance. There's no such thing as secret clearance
for different areas.
Right, but I guess what I'm trying to say is,
if you don't have to go in that area, then you do not have clearance. Trust me.
I guess what I'm trying to go is it's secret. It's secret. You know, even top secret isn't. There's levels above that too that are just incredible.
Yeah, the top level is the universe. I've got something to say to the Fuethers though. You are a Fuether of the universe. You have no right to be here. And whether you believe it or not, the universe is laughing behind your back.
Yeah. So what do they think they're showing in this? Are they mocking this flimsy door, this flimsy cover to this hole? That's probably it. They think this is the door. They think this is it.
Yeah, because it's just a cover, isn't it?
That's
It's
what
not,
I thought.
obviously,
That's
it's
what
not
I
the
thought when I
door.
was a flat earther. When I was a flat earther, I saw this. I said, like, dude, this is so fucking like what the fuck, man. This is the door.
It's a protective cover, and obviously the door is inside and is considerably stronger than a fabric cover that's held down with clips and Velcro.
Badass doors, badass solid doors here. And this is just a cover for any
there probably
like,
is a
little
door
ice particles and debris and shit.
It's to stop the sun from heating up the metal plate which they use to lock the door. It's just it's like an asbestos cover to and white to reflect sunlight.
or the door opens inward as most pressure doors do.
Well, yeah, because the pressure's on the inside, so it's going to be pushing against it once it pressurizes. So yeah, if it was water, it would open outwards.
Yeah, in the houses, I got one of those. It's like a little like a little screening fabric type of thing, and it opens in the middle with little magnets, and they click, 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 and then I just open from the middle like the bar doors, but it's top down. So if I leave the door open, it's like a little screening, but it's like a little fabric flimsy and it just magnet. If they only see that, that's not the door of my house, guys. That's just a thing that I had to just block the insects and the debris to go inside the house. It's not the door, We really got a real door.
That might not be a bad analogy to say it's the screen door to your door.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
it is. Yeah, you're right. It is. Very good analogy.
It's to keep the space flies out,
Space bugs.
Yeah. That is something. Look, memes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Devon Island. Agree.
Love the memes. And then some people see this, they say, yeah, bravo, let me bow to you. You found the truth to whoever, did this meme. At least they talk, they look, you see, they're very fanboys of space. The best flatter proof, look.
Hey, I found that rock.
Okay.
I found that rock. It really exists.
Really?
It's amazing what Google will do for you if you give it enough time.
Oh, yeah.
It's in Finland.
Farmer Boy, do you look when I presented that high cloud seen from the ISS? Old video of a very high up clouds, kilometers high, like 10 times the height of the clouds on Earth, like outside the atmosphere, like a layer of icy clouds type of thing. Did you see that?
Possibly. When was that?
I'm presenting it, I think, yesterday or the day before. Might be able to.
I can't.
It was a
I can't
nice
remember.
video clip. The scientists, they were baffled because they haven't seen that effect in that's not a common effect thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be tricky.
Don't we have somebody in the community come from Finland?
Yeah, I think I got it. I got that video clip right here. Clouds. This is in 2003. Expedition 7 NASA ISS science officer captured this video of noctilucent clouds from the ISS. Scientists are intrigued by the phenomenon because the clouds, which are made up of tiny ice crystals, are extremely high in the atmosphere. It's just a phenomenon that we haven't seen recently in the past years or so.
Yeah, we see it. Yeah, they're very high up, and the grass below them is dry, burning. But you've got ice crystals.
The layers of that white layer up there is probably about at least 100 kilometers, if not higher. And most of the thick part of the atmosphere is right at the top of the black, at the bottom. see a couple of thin, sort of reddish, orangish layers, and that's where you'll sometimes see thunderhead tops right in there. So all of these clouds are sort of at least a factor 5 higher than any normal clouds.
Another zoom out.
This view sweeps across maybe 30% of the horizon.
And that FYI, about 2 minutes of KU remaining.
See, look at that. Yeah, it's like a patch of clouds.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Super high in the atmosphere.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, that hasn't been documented lately.
Yeah, it's a pretty spectacular looking site. We've been seeing this over northern Europe for the last couple of days.
Think because of these clouds might be the effect of the Aurora Borealis and Australis.
I know it's something that the shuttle reentry guys are
the
always
light
thinking about.
hits through this type of ice crystal clouds, and then from the Earth.
That's what we were just talking about down here.
Like
I think it's just the sun, because you're looking at it from the dark side of the Earth.
Yeah, typically we see them as a couple of wispy looking things, but I've never seen anything that looks like this.
It's still flying above the horizon.
You're mumbling a little bit, and I couldn't hear you.
Oh, sorry, I'm just saying, I think that's
We'll make
the
sure that
sun
those guys
shining
get
above the horizon as it sets. This is the dark side of the Earth, isn't it? And it's just the last rays of the sun shining over the horizon. Yeah.
Right.
All right. Is this a propaganda video? I want to hear it.
Rose knows.
Oh, it's music. No. No, negative.
Although Bodo would probably be...
March, 3 months on, no one has any idea what this rocket was, where it came from. No country is willing to take responsibility. And adding to the conundrum is the fact that this crash created not one, but 2 craters on the moon. And this is something unusual, say scientists. A series of claims and counterclaims are being made, but all of them fail to explain this mystery. Here's a report.
Music.
Returned ever since. It's been half a century. This rocket, our night sky, remains a fairly unfamiliar place with many unresolved mysteries. The latest one has left scientists baffled.
Who the fuck is... fuck.
A group of researchers from Arizona say that a mystery rocket crashed on the moon in the month of March. No one knows where it came from or what it looked like, whether it was meant for the moon or spiraled out of trajectory. But a rocket crashed for sure. It struck the fair side of the moon at 7:25 a.m. Eastern Time on March 4.
Does India has a space agency?
Yes.
Okay. So
Yes,
this
they launch satellites and things. That's who isn't that who Professor Phil worked for?
Why don't they know then? I guess.
Well, it's not them. It's not just them who don't know. NASA don't know. They've got it. They've made a good guess, but they don't know for sure whose rocket it was. It wasn't NASA's. I think
the crash site was the Hertzsprung crater,
What
a
happened?
350-mile wide basin.
What happened? Did we have a rocket crash or something?
March the 4th this year, they think is when it happened, and NASA suspects it's left over from a Chinese rocket launch that took their spacecraft to the moon. So it could well have been one of their stages, one of the Chinese rocket stages, that smacked into the moon and left this crater.
Cool. So the moon changed its surface. The plasma changed its surface because they hit it with something.
Yeah. Yes, that luminary in the sky that isn't solid and is just a light source, even though it's got shadows on it, has now got another crater on it.
I assume we can't see this from Earth. This is only something we can see from satellites, from the probes or whatever, the high imaging cameras they've got around the moon.
Yeah, the lunar reconnaissance orbiter. Yeah, it picked up the new double crater.
Oh, that sucks. We got to send up like a Tsar bomber because we should be able to see that leave a mark on the moon. You gotta tell Russia to do that.
So much bullshit in this group of Flat Earth, man.
Yeah.
A lot of memes and propaganda and all stuff, like just memes and propaganda for Flat Earthers for themselves. It's just not amusing anymore to me. It doesn't amuse me. Trying to find something that catches my attention. It's just like maybe nature phenomenal. This is cool. That's a cool image right there. Some type of weird phenomena. Is this real?
I don't know. Could be.
It could be. I'm sure that people that go to the Antarctic, I'm sure they send, either planes or drones along the ice cliff to see if there's stuff falling off and see the shape of it and stuff like that,
Same thing. Let's hear this.
Oh, this idiot.
I don't know. Have you seen him?
Several people have debunked some of his TikTok nonsense. He's a complete clown.
Wait,
don't you know how water works?
No, fuck it. Yeah, I can't take it.
Yeah, told you.
Couldn't listen. Those are called sprites and high altitude lining, says Justin. These sprites, high altitude lining. Lining are sprites. They're a Coca-Cola product. In some areas, 7-Ups, Sprites, 7-Ups, Coca-Colas, yeah, Fanta.
What do flat earthers claim sprites are? And they seem to think that it's a proof of flat Earth.
You think so?
Well, I've heard them
Let me
say
see
it.
what-
It's like, oh, how do you explain sprites? It's like, I don't, but they don't seem to explain your sky any better.
They don't. It's just you just post a picture over here, post, and there's no comments, and just the original article.
Is anything not proof of flat Earth?
I think Lemon says that they're coming off the dome. So since
Yeah,
they
but-
all happen at about the same height, that those are.
They
Lemon says all
probably-
sorts of weird shit.
They probably think that's us shooting the rockets at the dome to try and break through it. And they're busting and breaking up and falling back, you know what I mean?
No, that was that secret operation back in the 50s called Operation Yes Flurfs Are Idiots. Sorry. Operation
That's rude.
Tinkerbell, whatever it was bloody called.
Operation Total
Fishbowl.
Bollocks.
Operation You're having a laugh, ain't you? That's how they should pick code names. Just come on, sling a phrase at us. Operation You're having a giraffe.
I have my first interview coming up in 25, 30 years.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Best of luck.
There you go. The water swallowing the sun.
I'm gonna ask you stupid
No, it'll put the sun out. There'll be lots of clouds of steam and hissing and everything, and it'll put the sun out. Oh no!
The ocean is swallowing the sun again. It happened yesterday. It will happen again tomorrow.
But no, there's obviously this is something else, because as we all know, as so many flat earthers have told us, the sun just goes away and shrinks to a little dot like an old black and white TV set back in the 70s.
Sun never disappears from the bottom up.
No, it just goes away.
It just gets smaller and smaller.
It shrinks into it. That's it, until
smaller.
you just can't see it.
If you grab a bigger telescope and you zoom in,
it will come back.
Has it ever?
See, look at the note beneath there. If you're claiming this is 93 million kilometres away, no, it's 93 million miles, you're out of your mind. Also, if you watch carefully, the sun does not set here. It moves away from the horizon.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. I know some medical professionals, you know.
I'm looking carefully.
I know somebody with a shotgun. That might be more appropriate. I think we're past the point of medical aid. Blimey. Honestly, the things you see when you ain't got a gun.
We had the people with the machine guns in today.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What, they just fancy shooting the place up or what?
No, they come around just for training.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So when does this sun bounce off the earth and go back up? You know what I mean? That's what I'm wondering. It's got to be bouncing somewhere, isn't it?
Oh, now look at that. And now a ship's going to pass right in front of it. Is that cool or what?
You're not taking this serious, are you?
Taking what
Oh my
seriously?
God. Lemon is right. Something can block out something that's in front of it.
It's
a ship's going to come along and sail up over the sun, back down on the other side and go flat again.
Of course something can block something else. If you stand in front of a brick wall, you can't see what's on the other side.
I can.
No, you
if
can't.
the brick wall is higher than your eyes, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. If
it will block
something's blocking your vision, it's blocking your vision.
it will block you.
In other breaking news, yes, the Pope is, and yes, bears do.
This is actually a really cool video.
It's a pretty cool video, isn't it?
Thank you. Yeah.
It's
What have you got, a sailboat there? Sailboat in the middle of the sun?
Yeah, and the far distance, there's something else on the actual horizon, I think, going in front of the...
Oh, look, there's another ship there to the right. You just about see it. Oh, and there goes the
you
sun.
can see a mast or something, but...
Oh, yeah.
Zoom in, quick, zoom.
Quick, zoom in and bring it back.
Zoom in.
There's another ship coming along as well, look.
Safety in ships.
So cool, man.
That is a pretty cool video, though. That's and flat Earth facts. Don't hold your breath.
Oh, it's gone.
Well, you can tell that wasn't one of Dirt's videos because it didn't get sort of mucked around with and refocused and filtered and.
Yeah, I like this type of videos, just the raw video.
But I mean, that is flat Earth in a nutshell. There's a video of the sun setting beyond the horizon, and he's going, no, the sun's not setting.
It's going away, yeah.
It's just going away.
Man, I appreciate that. Very cool. Pilot says the Earth is.
Oh Lord, do not replay video. Or share it.
I love it when pilots get flat earthers asking questions and it's just like, it's one of them. We know the script for this. Just take the piss and they'll never realise.
Well, we got Captain John Sheehan. He say definitely not far away. Definitely not far away, farmer's boy.
Really? So Saturn's just a pimple on the moon's surface then, is it?
Yeah.
Which, of course, isn't a solid body. It's just a what they call them, a luminary. It's a hologram made of plasma.
It's actually a cool source. This flat Earth group is a good source to find good evidence for the globe. You know.
Yeah,
it's just a hologram, and you can see stars through it. That's how you know it's hologram. And you can see Saturn through it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, only half of Saturn. They are utterly fucking bonkers, aren't they, these flat earthers?
Sorry, guys, that I'm not looking at Discord. I don't even know who's in Discord. You've been posting because I'm scrolling through this a little bit. And hey, look.
Oh, I've got it covered up.
Good times.
Did we lose Brian?
No, he's still here. Oh, excuse me. I'm getting tired. He's muted. He's probably washing the dishes.
All right, what do we have over here? Farmer Boy, what is this? This measuring to the stars.
Oh, it's another owl. I only know of Al Biruni. Al Sufi. Al Sufi. And what about him?
I don't know. He's measuring to the stars. Yeah. Welcome to the globe, man.
Yeah, there were some very clever people in the, how do we put it, the Arab states back in the day. I mean, look at that, 986 CE. So that's, you know.
How about that?
You think most of the stars have
over
got, Muslim names,
But you see, his stick is almost reaching that star, so that's actual measurement.
It's a large stick.
What's on the end of the stick, Vic?
That's the moon.
Fred understands that one.
Yes, Ben Delight. Don't be surprised, Ben Delight. All this is flat earth information.
Fred.
Information. Let's have the mic in, Fred.
That was Fred. It's always Fred.
Me again.
He's trying to eat his mic again.
Some Indians put the red dot on their forehead.
Yeah, I'm trying to find something like cool and new to share. If not, this is a nice picture.
Oh, that's a nice picture.
Took this pic a couple of years back. Yeah, but now he said that it's the rainbow reflecting off the dome.
Well, he asks, "Is it?" And of course, the answer is no.
Oh, he asks. Oh yeah. Comments. One comment. Yes.
Yes.
Done.
Say you're a flat earther without actually saying you're a flat earther. You could do it with one word. Yes.
Yes. Walk away without looking back.
Yep.
With a swag. Walk away with a swag.
Oh dear. Like when the hero walks off and the big explosion happens behind him and he doesn't even flinch. It's just like, yeah, because anybody else would give it legs, but no.
Yeah. They insist on fly path stuff, when they don't know that's one of the things that destroy the flat earth, this type of map,
Yeah.
They show this map when they find a flight route that looks okay to them, but when you show them one that just doesn't make sense, no matter how you orient the continent, that's not their map.
Yeah, exactly. No, we ain't got a map. No, we ain't got a map.
This looks like an Emirates flight. Yeah, this is probably an Emirates flight. So when there's no big wonder why they put it through the Emirates.
Yeah.
Dog Cam is still doing his rounds, right? What the hell is this? Old cosmology. Yes, stuff. NASA admits planets are fake. I doubt it.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Let's see what they have to say. Who admits planets? This is not NASA. This is the news. Just saying.
NASA has given us spectacular photos and renderings that reveal a colorful and mysterious universe.
No doubt. And now Chris Martinez is introducing us to two of the artists behind some of the most iconic space art in the galaxy.
We've seen this.
In a small, bright office, working side by side.
Let's see.
Robert Hurt and Tim Pyle.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it?
You can go. I mean, just put a link up.
Yeah, go for it.
I love how they got.
It does have real science underlying it.
Robert.
They got a couple of artists who make up these images of how they think other planets might look, and they title it "NASA admits space and planets are fake." No,
Yeah,
utter
exactly.
bollocks. You've just pulled that out of your ass.
Yeah, one has nothing to do with the other.
Exactly.
Is an astrophysicist turned artist. Tim, once a Hollywood animator, is now a planet illustrator. Together, they produce some of NASA's most popular images, from renderings of how planets light years away could look, to actual photos of stars and galaxies captured by NASA's powerful telescopes.
And this is sort of how it comes to me. And then
Many of those images have a dark, grainy start, but color and light reveal an astonishing glimpse of the deepest regions of space might appear to the human eye.
What I'm trying to do is show people sort of the broader colors that the universe has to offer.
It's a delicate blend of imagination and data. The artists meet with NASA scientists over many drafts to ensure a planet or galaxy's look lines up with the research to make each one as accurate as possible.
I love the challenge. It's kind of like a puzzle to me of trying to create something that looks really cool within the restrictions that were given by the scientists.
It can take days, even weeks, to produce just a single image. The dazzling final results, enough to keep us all dreaming of the final frontier for years to come. Chris Martinez, CBS News, Pasadena, California.
There you go. How about that?
I don't think that said they lied.
Yeah, they didn't. Nothing wrong with that. Look, this guy. Who this guy? Is this a Glober infiltrated and he put a picture of from space? Is he infiltrated?
Balloon satellite. Oh, good grief.
I don't even have to do anything to this image and I see the curvature.
Yep. Very, very clear there's curvature there.
Yeah. Good times, man. Some of these guys are heroes. Yeah, this is how a spherical rock illuminated by the sun looks like when it's, when it's in the atmosphere and it's illuminated like from this angle. Like we cannot see this. It's weird.
That's right. Half of it's in shade because the sun's obviously top left. Yep.
The other side, we can see it.
And then they're going to say what? What was the next picture?
And then they show a full moon,
A full moon. Righto.
Yeah. With a yellow filter, you gotta love it, man.
Yes, Jetmongus, I've been talking all this time non-stop. I haven't let anybody else get a word in edgeways.
Shout out to Jetmongus.
Poor thing.
All right, it's getting really hot in here. I'm gonna get out.
Fair enough.
We will take a look at another groups later. Anybody want this image? This is the high quality image. Should I post it in the Daily Boom? It's a cool image. There you go. How about this image? Anybody want it? Nah.
Nah.
Anybody want this image?
No, but do you think giants stack those rocks?
No. A dirty great big lump of ice stacked that rock.
What do you think the odds are of that?
I don't know, actually.
That Majak. I put that rock there, Majak.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, and look, see right here, I put a microchip in it. See the mouse covering? I put a square microchip in it. Keep track of it.
It's nobody can steal it. Put it in their pocket.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody can take it, put it in their garden.
That is
It
a
looks
person
like
for
any
the
other
road.
rock. Sorry.
You have to have really big pockets.
Yes. All right. This is their double dome flat Earth in the water, inside the water.
Ooh.
And
How many
this is
tons
their-
of water is that holding up?
Lots. And this is their colorful in I don't know what this black is, if it's space, flat Earth. With a giant sun and moon, all illuminated. Earth is daytime all around the Earth. I'll paste this just in case anybody want to use it like a thumbnail or something funny with it. It's a colorful one, isn't it?
I'm just thinking, if you had 3,000-mile head of water over the Earth in that previous picture, this dome must be strong as all hell to hold that up.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. And leave you. Oh, I'll leave you with image right here, so we can do some final. This is the Gary paradox, the Webenga paradox, and Webenga flatzoid. Most of the flat earthers paradox. You got the camera at half of the eye, blocking half of your eye. The horizon doesn't rise to eye level, because if it did, it will be all way. The horizon will be all way up here and not down. It's a lot of information to absorb in this. Thank you very much to everybody that made it this far. Please hit the like if you haven't done so. Share the show. Make sure that you are subscribed and the bell notification icon is on. Click on the link in the description box. There you will find a PayPal link where you can support. There's a super chat feature when the show is live. Support, click on the buttons around. Just click the buttons and support the channel. Let's get some final thoughts. Big thank you to everybody that came in the Discord and spoke your piece. And let's see if I'll call your name. If you want to do final thoughts, go for it. Nobody interrupt, please. Bogov, you're first.
Boring.
Discord user. Farmer's Boy.
Yeah, thank you, Jose. That's been a lot of fun. Bit of a disappointment over SpaceX, but we'll keep the fingers crossed. And maybe they can get it up tomorrow. Yeah. Cheers.
Thank you, sir. Fred, final thoughts.
I quite enjoyed tonight. It was a right good laugh. Nobody fell out. Nobody screamed at each other. The revolution, and I'm back in on my pirate bay. What more do you want?
Thank you. J-Mac, final thoughts.
I kind of had to step away, but thanks for the show. Good show, Jose. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Left Lane is here. Final thoughts.
Thanks, Jose. Just passive listening today. Nothing to say. Thanks.
Thank you. And Mojog Man.
Hello. My final thought is, I think Flat Earth is getting stupider.
Thank you. Thank you very much, everybody. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Have fun. Stay safe out there. Jose JG out. Boom. Free the frogs.
Did anybody see McToon's latest one doing the celestial navigation?